This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2019 XLR Boost toy hauler fifth wheel model 36DSX13. So this is not a floor plan video, it's a how-to video. I'm just going to show you some of the features and how they work, okay? So first of all, you have a power awning. Alright. You have power stabilizer jack in the rear. One switch controls both rear jacks. Of course, a garage entrance, and then up here you'll have your main entrance here. This is a solar panel hookup. If you want to use a solar battery charger, you can purchase the panel. This is Furrion, and this let's see if I can get this open. That's their proprietary plug there, just so you know. Okay, and then of course you've got two 20-pound LP tanks. Your pass-through storage. Let me just put this up here. We're still cleaning a bit, so it'll be cleaner when you get here. Of course, this is prepped for a generator, just so you know. It's pre-prepped. You have your landing gear control here for your front landing gear, and those are docking lights, of course. And this is the other side of the pass-through basement. You got a 50 amp cord, and that is your new dump hose that goes with it. And these are the adapters for the cord to adapt it down. Okay, this is your water heater here. Okay, so this works on both gas and electric. I'm just making sure there's water in it so I know what to tell you here. So this one works on both gas and electric. So the thing to keep in mind is this switch here in the lower left hand corner, this rocker switch. This controls the electric heating element that's behind this cover here. So you can turn it on, turn it off when you're plugged in. When it comes to the gas, the switch to operate is inside the trailer. I'll show you that when we get there. Just never run it without water in it. You can see I just tested that just to see if water would come out, because right now we're transitioning between the winter and the summer, so I'm making sure it was winterized. So for your own peace of mind, always make sure you have water in it before you turn it on. That's important. Now to drain it, you use an 1/16 6-point socket here. You'll need a 6-inch extension or so with a breaker or a ratchet. That's where you drain it at. Okay, that's also an anode rod. It's an anode rod and drain plug in one. All right. Cable and satellite through. Dump valves down here. As you can see, the black and the gray. Black is toilet water and waste, of course. Gray is sink and shower water. Outside shower. This is your city water hookup right here. This is how you'll most of the time you'll just hook up the city water, turn it on, and your trailer is all your water fixtures will operate. Now if you're camping someplace without city water, you can pre-fill the fresh water tank right here and then use the onboard pump to pump the water. So either way you can get fresh water. Now this is a black tank flush here, so you can screw the hose of the dump station right on here. Make sure you leave your, like it says on the sticker here, make sure you leave the black tank valve open, right? And then turn on the water. It'll spray out the inside of your black tank. It'll clean off the sensors, that sort of thing. So if there's a usable hose at the dump station, it's a good idea to use that flush. All right. This is where your black tank, or your rear tanks here. Okay. This is your 50 amp plug to plug it in. Fill for your fuel. There'll be a, I don't know if this is open here, but it's not. But there's your pump handle, your hose and nozzle for your fuel pump. And there's the fuel station right there. Like I said, we're still cleaning it, so okay. You've got a ladder, which is a great thing because makes it easy to inspect the roof. The manufacturer states you should inspect the roof every 90 days, so it's a good idea to go up there and make sure that there's no cracking or separation. Make sure that none of the roofing material or attachments were damaged by low branches and road debris, that sort of thing. We're not going to drop the door right now, the garage door. We'll show that to you when you pick up. Also, you can see it's pre-wired up. There's a housing that's pre-wired for a backup camera up there. If you want to add one. Okay, so let's go inside. Okay, so right when we come to the door, you have your power awning here and your slide room here. Your slide is out right now, of course. It's got a dining table slide. Your thermostat, you just hit the mode button to light it up, then you cycle through the options. Your range top is, the gas is not turned on right now, but I'll talk you through it. Let me start right here. First of all, this is where you check your levels at, right here. So you can see you can turn your water pump on right here. Remember, the water pump's used to pump water out of the freshwater tank when you don't have city water. It's also used to winterize the trailer. To light it on gas is right here. Remember, I showed you the electric switch was outside in the lower left-hand corner, and then you can check your levels here. Okay. When it comes to your cooktop, this sparks. You turn this one clockwise to spark it. You got 3 knobs and 3 burners. You're just going to go to light and then spark it. You have your microwave below. Okay. This device down here is the power converter. This converts AC to DC power. It's also a distribution panel. So when you're plugged in, you got AC power on this side. These are all circuit breakers here, and then of course they're all labeled. That's 110 AC. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC over here. You got 12 volt fuses, and they're all labeled here. Also, this is a battery tender, so as long as you're plugged in, it's gonna keep the battery up front charged. So it does that also. Okay, your refrigerator, it's very simple. It's gas absorption, but you just turn it on and you're all set. It's very simple. It'll automatically select source. So it's very simple. Alright. When it comes to your sound, this plays CDs and DVDs. You can stream off the USB. It has Bluetooth, so you can stream wirelessly from your phone or tablet. It has AM, FM radio, so it does pretty much everything you need, and you have a remote for it here. Your TV will hang here, of course. This is your digital signal booster for your antenna. So when you're hooked up here, you always want this to be on. Right now it's off. I can turn it back on. It should be green. Otherwise, you won't get a good picture. You can drop the table down onto the cleats and turn this into a bed if you need to. When you come in, we'll show you how this operates, but you can see you have 2 bunks, potentially 2 bunks, and then you have 2 couches, and you'll have and then they also fold up against the wall, so you can pull in your 4-wheelers or dirt bikes or whatever you have right in here. So this will go all the way up. And these, like I say, there's different configurations for the bottom one, from sofa to a bed like it is right now to out of the way. Matter of fact, there's the bed lift control right there. You have pins here, so you have to remember about the pins, that sort of thing. Okay, we'll show you that when you come in. You have your rear bathroom here. So you got 2 black tanks, right? One for the front toilet, one for the back. This one has a separate control panel here, right? Keep in mind that this you can't use the toilet dry. This is the flush pedal here. So after you hook up your power and your water, you come inside, you put a dose of chemical right in the bowl. Then you'll step on the pedal and let about a gallon of water flow into the tank below. You can use more. Some people use different amounts, but at least a gallon. And then you're all set to use it. You can't use it dry, otherwise the smell will be terrible, and it can get clogged up also. So with both toilets, you always, before you start using it, you've got to put a dose of chemical and at least a gallon of water in the black tank below. So keep that in mind, that's important. Okay, let's go back up this way. That's the prep for the generator. Oops. So Your sink and shower work like any other sink and shower. This is a GFCI here. So remember, all the plugs in the trailer are wired through a GFCI. There's another toilet. Same thing applies. You want to put a dose of chemical in there and then stand on the pedal until you put at least a gallon of water in there also. And when I say in there, I'm talking about in the black tank directly below. You can't use it dry. You can, but you'll wish you hadn't. Okay. Coming up to the bedroom here. Let's see if I can find this does have 2 air conditionings. Now I'm running off battery right now, so we don't have a whole lot in the way of, because this is sitting away from the lot. Let me see where this splits at. It's sitting away from the lot, so I can't plug it in at this moment. I've got some curtains. Oh well. They have some curtains they made up for it, it looks like. And let me find them here. And it just has the, this one just has the rod that's like a tension rod, you know, that has a spring in it. So you can do whatever you want for that, but it definitely needs some more tension on there. So this is the emergency window here. Keep that in mind. You're just gonna go like this. Wow. Hold on, please. I guess it wasn't. Let me set this down for a second. I guess this wasn't opened up. There we go. When they prepped it, they never opened it, but it's open now. So you can push this all the way through. You can use that for ventilation. Plus you can push it all the way through, grab a hold of this knob here, pull the screen out, and you can escape through that in an emergency. Okay. Also, there's storage underneath the bed. Second thermostat here, of course. All right. So let me see here. So I don't want to forget anything. There's a carbon monoxide LP gas detector in here somewhere. Let me look around and see if I can find it. It might be in the back. Let's look back here. See if I can actually find the darn thing. Well, probably right under my nose here. Give me a chance to look. Oh, here it is right here. So there you have it right there. Keep that in mind. And I think that about covers it. You have a range hood with a fan and a light. So keep that in mind. So first of all, I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Second of all, remember you should inspect the roof every 90 days. Make sure there's no cracking or separation in any of the sealant, anywhere for water to get in. No damage to the roof or its components by low branches or road debris, things like that. Okay. And right now this trailer has been de-winterized, so right now there's water in the system and it's ready to go. So keep that in mind also. Okay. Thank you very much.